Do you struggle against bio or mech?
Mech more for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like the new force are fucking insane. Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean against those, uh, Ravagers are pretty good, like Biolink, and also like Neuro is pretty good. Like it really depends if like their tanks supporting them. If it's mass Taurs, you just go Neuro.
And yeah, most of the time there are tanks and blue
Yeah,
flame.
and against that, just try to pile. Like it's also like an open area. I
Like the things I don't feel comfortable anymore going in Brute Lords. They feel so bad, so I tried Lurkers, but Lurkers feel I don't know. Lurkers feel meh.
mm, like what?
Artificer still good.
I mean, you still have like Neural, which is pretty good, and like Fungo is not that, like, it's not insane damage, but it still slows down for the bio. So, like, the combination is still there, like Fungo plus bio. And Taurs are not really that fast units, so going for like,
That's true though.
yeah.
A little slower than Marines.
Oh, a lot slower. uh, okay, so this is quite nice.
This was like a bitch move from him.
I mean, I don't feel like, maybe it's, I'm not sure if it's worth, honestly. His build doesn't really make sense as well, like going 3 racks like
Yeah,
this.
he's just like he's I don't know 4.1k or something. So
Let me
no
see
settle.
if this was, maybe this was CC first. Oh no, yeah, then yeah. I mean, yeah, whatever. Against that, I'm just very confident if I see that as a Zerg, because I can do whatever. I can drone up here. Because like you're afraid of a BC Liberator or like a Banshee or something, like you're afraid of a Starport unit, you're not afraid of Marines. Without like,
How can you say that when you see that open?
I mean, okay, so now you're gonna see it. Can you see it like sooner? I guess okay, you lost the first Overlord. Okay,
You made another queen.
I mean, I definitely should have sent some Zerglings there already because I
yeah,
lost the
like
OP.
right now, like this is still fine. Like see here, you're gonna see it. Yeah, like you get the perfect scout. Like those are 3 Raxes. They're researching like both. Yeah, like you just cannot have all that gas and still have like a factory and a starport.
Okay, that's true.
And from here, yeah, I'll just, like, you still have to be careful because he's gonna have a lot of like Marines. The timing here is like close to like what Terrans do in like PvP, which is maybe like 5:36 minutes. That's when Stim will finish, and like that's when he will hit most likely. But until then, there's no threat. And
Is it like with does he put himself with the build behind already? Because like he's very undersaturated. It feels like.
no, against this is normal. Like as a Zerg, you were always ahead on workers. This, like, he's not behind. He's just behind on tech. He's not behind on economy.
Okay, and just banning
Mm-hmm.
to
What he's behind is like getting a faster third, but that's like, that doesn't affect the worker count yet. So, but
Still a weird push. I was very confused.
yeah, but you shouldn't, because he's like those 3 racks. That's what he wants. Like he wants to be aggressive. Like those are production buildings, like making a lot of units. Like he just wants to push. That's his whole idea here. And since a lot of like the Zergs are pretty greedy, and like he will deal some damage. I think here he expected maybe more drones. I'm not sure. I think more drones.
Yeah, the micro was kind of poor on my side.
No, that's fine. I think that's fine. Now you drone up again. But see here, like he has 43 SCVs, you have 41 drones. So this actually achieved its kind of its purpose. Let's see. You don't have evils yet though.
When would you put them down usually? Like I prefer having the next tech over like an upgrade, but maybe that's bad. I don't know.
I mean, at least get the armor then. Like, you don't have to invest into 2 evos, but the armor is very good against like bio. Like, you want that. Because if those marines, like, he doesn't, I think, yeah, he doesn't have upgrades yet. But let's say with this push, you can still get a very fast. Normally, you do this push with a very fast +1 on the marines. And
yeah, then they hurt my Zerglings for real.
yeah, then they're very good. And that fight, I think you still win it, but it would have been way more difficult and would have taken more losses.
His timing was so off. Like if he would have waited for stim and combat shields,
yeah, and then
would have been really good.
Yeah, then I think it could have been very bad. But the problem is he doesn't have heal, so like those stim, it's like 20% less health on his units, so they will eventually die anyways.
True.
But yeah, like
he can't stim twice. Really.
No, yeah, they're just
like that. They are dead anyways.
Yeah, but this is fine. Like here, what he should have done is take a third, like even on location, and it would have been very good for him maybe. But right now, I think you're still fine. What you want to do is check with the Zergling what is up and scout again like his base. Because maybe, like right now you can drone up for sure because you just clean up his force. But maybe some medivacs might come, so...
You think it's still worth to get Overlord speed in TVP, as MCVT?
Oh yeah, I definitely think so, yeah. Because, like in this case... Some like I think like in the meta right now, at least at the like very high level, is like they only sent one overlord, like the top Zerg. So with that overlord, they still get the scouting because it's 1-1-1, and you don't have the marines to deny it.
Yeah.
In this case though, he did have the marines, so he could have denied the scouting. But if you have like overlord speed, and you have like overlord speed is like a guarantee scout, so it's always worth it. Like a scan is 250 minerals, but it's not a guaranteed scout because it can miss the important stuff. It's like kind of RNG. But with the overlord,
when would you recommend getting it? Like, because to invest in the 100 gas too early feels very bad. Like,
I mean,
because you definitely want to pull off workers for the faster.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
like
I'm not a Zerg specialist.
3 minutes maybe? 3 minutes when you start saturating?
Yeah, maybe then. After, like, right now, you can... I guess right now you have, like, kind of the gas, so... You started right now. You're gonna have the gas soon, so yeah.
Yeah, maybe I can delay my lair for 30 seconds of whatever the upgrade takes. 43.
Yeah, like you don't need the lair that early anyways, because
yeah, right. Like maybe I go in general a little bit too early in Hydras.
I think
so. I'm missing on economy and stuff.
Yeah, like here I feel like you can have more drones.
Yeah, for sure I can. Like if I cut this lair, cut maybe... Now the Zerglings are fine because I saw...
Yeah, Zerglings are fine. Even more, I would like maybe like 12 here.
No, I don't have Lava right now.
Yeah. You're gonna have
but this layer is super unnecessary, you're super right. Holy shit.
And also like with you can have instead of this layer, like you can have like the overlord speed, but also like the evo chamber. If it's only one, you can put it down now as well. And maybe take after you saturate the minerals, like take the gases. I think you should have like, I guess 100 gas now, and put down the evo. Like just delay maybe even a minute this layer, and it's still gonna be fine. Because if you get like right now, if you get the carapace, then like your armies, like your Zerglings are pretty tanky. and the queens as well. So it's definitely worth it. I think it's a must if he has +1, but even if he doesn't go for that, it's
It's
still,
just really good.
yeah.
Does it affect the banelings as well? Like, does it make a difference in terms of marine shots and warship?
I mean, I'm not really sure. It should be, maybe. Like, they deal 6 damage. I think it's maybe the same. It's more the Zerglings though. Like, mm, not like, I think it's rare, like case like this early on, that the like that the
But I
Marines
mean,
will
this
target
is
fire.
this is not a such an important fact.
Mm, yeah. I think for the Queens and for the Zerglings, it does make a lot of sense. For the Banelings, maybe it can help as well, kind of.
Yeah, but anyways, it's worth it.
Yeah. It will. I think it will make sense when you get like the Baneling speed. Then they're like 35 HP. I think then you get one extra like shot. But yeah, like here, uh, you got the Hydra then. But like right now, you don't really need the Hydras, even if you could afford them. I think like Link Bane, like you're fine, because he's still on ground. I think Hydras are okay, because they can like be your anti-air, like more reliable than Queens. And like you can push with them, like do stuff like that. But if you're staying defensive, you don't really need those Hydras. Like I think just getting more Ling and Bane just to survive.
Yeah, even like getting my upgrades are so late because I got the Hydra so early.
Yeah, I think it's not worth like Hydras
Oh no,
over.
it's not. No, I don't know that I see it.
Yeah,
Especially you have to get like
yeah.
the 2 Hydra upgrades as well to make them kind of good.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like Hydras are not that, yeah, they're not that good. Not like not without upgrades. I think they become good after like they get +2 carapace. Like Hydras are good even when they don't have the what's it called missile upgrade, like the attack range. They still fight pretty okay against Marines.
pull it bronze a little bit late, but happens, I guess.
I think he just has like momentum in this game. Like after he killed your third, from here it's just very hard for you. Like there's nothing going your your way here.
Economy, like the economy was a little bit better for me, but not as much as it would have made a real difference.
Yeah, and also like you cannot fight him. Like he doesn't have upgrades. He should have, like he definitely should have had like 1-1 by now. But even like he'll have them. And here like you're going for range, which is definitely a mistake. Like Hydras don't need that range against Bio. Like you're getting upgrades which are good against like mech. Like you should go the attack upgrades against mech, but against Bio you always want the carapace.
That's really good to know. Really good to know.
And yeah, I think from here maybe you just camp. I don't know. I don't know really, because it's like a slow death. Like if he is aggressive like this, it's very hard for you, because you want to secure the
I
fourth. Yeah.
It will go. I think it will go on for the like. I will say bases all over the place. He will kill one after another.
Yeah.
He will trade slightly better.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I guess you can like your best bet is maybe. Sometimes I like making, because see how much gas you have. Like 2-3 fungos here are insane against those Marines, and like like those Terrans don't really split that well. So
Oh no, they don't.
I like going for like fungo, like as comeback potential.
Yeah, like okay. So to sum it up, in what situations would you recommend going Hydras? Because like I think what the summary for me is that it's way better to get A, early upgrades. B, it's even better to get maybe Infestor Pit earlier instead of the...
No, still get high like this, like still go Linkbane Hydra. I think is fine composition. Just delay the Hydras a little bit and prioritize the other stuff. I think if you're in a good economy, if you're good economical position, then you can afford the Hydras and even getting them earlier. But then you have the upgrades as well. I think just get the upgrades and then you can start the Hydra then.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like delaying a little bit the layer, getting a slightly faster like one Evo chamber maybe at like 440 5 minutes ish, and getting that carapace, then get the melee, a second like evolution chamber for the melee, and before that get the layer. So maybe like when can you get layer? I think you can get like a 5-minute layer. I think it's fine.
5:30.
Yeah, 5:30. I think it's perfectly okay. Because even like right now, you're mining only from one gas, so you're not benefiting from layer, from the layer.
Yeah, no, I can't afford anything.
So yeah, that's it. Still go for this, but like from the mid game to late game ish stage, sometimes as a Zerg player you have like gas, because you wanted to, like in this case you're just building more bases, like you're spending a lot of minerals for like Zerglings and like stuff like that, so you kind of starting to bank gas. I think that's one of the ways you can like spend the gas. If you're behind, just get a couple of infestors, and also like getting the faster infestation pit will allow you to like get the hive. I think that's your comeback potential as well. The comeback mechanic here is like the layer. Even though you don't have that much economy, I think like investing into like a couple of ultras here, because he's heavily into marines, and that can bring you back maybe. Like he has to make a mistake in this case, I think.
For sure. I have to make a really good play with infestors.
Yeah, either one. But yeah, like the good play also, like he has to like fuck up, like not splitting and such. I think if he splits, even infestors are not that great.
That you have to remember, it's just like 4K. 4K
Yeah.
5K, like so people probably won't do it very good.
Yeah, for sure. So I think those are the options here. And if it's a normal game, then you can just get your normal setup anyways.
Yeah, but most important thing to switch up the timings between Hydras, Evos, and Lair.
Yeah,
Really
absolutely.
Good, really good.
Absolutely.
I think we're done with this one.
Yep.
Very, very good input. If you want, we can take a really quick look at the Protoss one.
Okay.
It's just, as I said, 8 minutes, but
yeah. Like that's a very abusive and like hard strategy, right? Like I think there are like two ways, either expanding out of it, like just mass expanding can work, or just like maybe I don't know, mass ravagers. Like kind of depends.
Was this you meant with this that you don't want to watch it because
no, I'm just thinking how you can theory craft it.
Like obviously this guy was better than me, but that's like the MMR I want to be at, so I need how to beat it. So yeah, I even lose to it when it's not that good executed.
No, it is strong, yeah. I think though, like, let's see where he puts it. Okay, there.
Like when I scout it, I don't even try to, like I try it for maybe 20-30 seconds, but if I see I'm too late,
yeah, like never focus the pylon, like it's never worth it. in any cannon rush, like focusing the pylon is bad, because what they can do is just build another one, and the cannons are slower, so the second pylon will catch up.
Plus, they have actually less health.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's another
I
thing.
just saw it.
Like, never focus a pylon. And here, like, what you can do is just, since you scouted it, just wait till it's like almost done. So the second, like the second cannon finishes here, maybe he can, like, maybe he puts down another cannon, so he invests more into this, and then you cancel and you take another base. That's one thing you must do here. Just
Yeah, like
expand
on
further
one
away.
base, probably not survivable at all.
And like Zerglings here, yeah, like I think you want to drone up, because see here, you have 13 drones, he has 19 probes. Like, the Zerglings will not help you at all here. Those should be drones. Against this, I think first you want to expand elsewhere and drone up, like get that economy, because the two ways are either expanding out of it. So if you can expand here and then here, just further away from him. On this map, what he'll do is maybe he can attack this base from the high ground. Let's say you lose this base, you lose this base as well. So maybe you want to fight instead of expanding away from him. Because in this case, what does the Protoss really have? He has one production facility, which is the robotics.
The robotics is not even up. Actually.
Yeah, exactly. So you have a lot of time to actually prepare accordingly. Like a layer here, also it's too early. First, you don't have the
I'm
economy.
gonna cancel it. I think I'm gonna cancel it.
Yeah, like there is time for this, but I think you want to, like, here I would just Roach Ravager, like, and like either that or like Mass Queens as well, because you want to target the War Prism.
Yeah, right here it took for me like 1 or 2 seconds to think about it. Then because I thought about getting road speed, but then I got it, like, for Ravagers it doesn't matter anyways. So yeah, this was just a little brain lag.
Yeah, I think at this point the game is already over though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Expansion here would have been maybe a way.
yeah, for sure. Like, this is what you have to, like, as a Zerg, you just have to do this now. Like, it's not like I think against this strategy you have to do, because otherwise it's one base against one base. It is better for the Protoss.
Yeah, plus like the 8 Zerglings should have been 4 drones, then my saturation looks actually okay-ish.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Like, you would have
Panic reaction as well.
you would have been fine, I think. Like, expanding here, not fine. I mean, you still have to like micro and such, but as I'm watching it, right, it's just very bad situation. But it can be way better. So, and if it's way better, you can build more units, and then it's a micro battle. And if it's a micro battle, then you can probably win.
Yeah, that's what happened here, but I didn't realize that the disadvantage at the start was that big. I searched for the mistakes in the actual battles. Probably there are mistakes, but
yeah, it's just hard from here. You just
just micros, shits.
The problem.
Pukes on my people.
Yeah, like the problem is you just, like, it's one base against one base, and the Protoss will win eventually. You have to overwhelm him. Like, against this strategy, when it loses, it's because it's overwhelmed. And the weakness of this strategy is that the Protoss stays on one base. Another thing you can do is, if you had the economy, maybe layer and then like a Nidus or like a drop. Maybe you can do a drop alert here, like, and then this overlord uses a drop alert. And
yeah, probably better than a Nidus.
Yeah.
That is so expensive.
Yeah. Like either one of those, like just on a as a way to like counter attack him, because yeah, he lost an immortal, but honestly he shouldn't be, and yeah, like eventually he'll have enough to just with the batteries to not lose anything while your units are drained. And another thing also here is if you have more hatcheries, then you can build more queens, and more queens, more heal. So
Yeah, queens are so important against the war prism.
yeah.
So.
So like those are like the things here. I guess it will be hard for you to like if you have this base here, because it's gonna be hard to defend it. But if he focuses on this, you can then elsewhere expand here, which is way further away, and then he cannot protect his batteries here. So he has to like split his attention.
Yeah, at some point I can. Then I have actual outplay potential, but right now it's on his side to.
Yeah, exactly. To make to just finish the game off.
Yeah, like if he does it right, I have basically no chance.
Yeah, I like he's screwing up here, but like immortals are gonna, guess, still losing a lot of immortals. This is
lost 2.
Yeah, this is actually pretty fine for you, actually. But now there are 2 immortals. He still manages to lose one.
It's like
Yeah.
But the main mistakes were the 6 panic Zerglings, or 8 I think it was. And the lair was as well, not expanding all the bases.
Yeah. But like imagine actually you being in a better spot, making more units here, and he still makes those mistakes, then you just overwhelm him. Because
like but that's actually 20 roach supply I miss because I didn't make 5 workers because I'm fucking dumbass.
Nah, it happens, man.
6 Zerglings.
Yeah, like I think you can do this. It will, like, this can be way harder because the Protoss just controls it. Like it's like someone like partying, like he has insane control, but you're not gonna face someone.
I really love to watch him.
Yeah.
This stream is so hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyways, cool man.
Yeah.
Very good input.
And that's it for the video. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and comment. And if you're interested in watching live games, you can check out my stream at WonderSC2 on Twitch. And if you want to get coached, you can check out my link below at Gamer Sensei.